know. Right now, I think the way it stands, I don't know as the mayor of Toronto if I can do anything about it, but I might even just abandon the mayor's job. I think it might be if it interferes, because, with my last breath, the United Nations is going to get involved, because this is happening, and, my friend Clarke, that big news story about her great family. Clarke got gunned down around Moss Park for 20 stones of dope. And she was one of the greatest women you have ever seen. And she didn't deserve to be in that cycle, but because she was real, she had a face that looked like a monster. So the cops targeted her. I remember when she had a lobotomy, and she had tubes coming out of her head, she had tubes coming out of her side, okay? And she was still prostituting herself at the bottom of George Street, just so she can support herself and support her family. This is a woman who just came out of it. Now listen, 900 political. Listen to this.
2 weeks ago, the only organization.
Listen to the words. Public inquiry for what? What's a public inquiry going to do? Huh? We know the problem exists. So what's the inquiry going to do? Tell us what we already know? Huh? What you got to look for is you have to go right through all the past records of your Toronto police. You have to look at all these people. Right? Shut up! You're full of crap! God bless the child.
Please don't talk like that around my child.
Please don't talk like that around my child. Shut up, you're full of crap. Now that's an unfit parent. You don't give power to those people. Labor, how about the homeless? How about the mentally ill? How about those people who are being persecuted for the years and years by the Toronto police? You think this is a joke? You think it's a tool for you to swing a bucket around and make some money? You think it's a tool for you to come and man your sign? This is farce. This is no better than the actions of the Toronto police. You should demand immediate action of those people who are in jail because of their social status. You're a bunch of people who are in the union trying to make profit.
For your turn.
You will not make profit at the expense of those people who have been charged. And there's a God in heaven. Nobody stand up to the cops. I will stand up to you. You will not make profit at the expense of those people who have been What are you going to accomplish? You're going to make some money? You're going to put together some cause? Brother what? Yesterday, the Toronto cops came and said, sir, go home or go to jail. But you didn't think that was important to me. Is that not what happened in G20? So should that not have been your first priority? It's happening today. And I will protest your protest. Today, we protest your protest. We protest your protest. We protest your protest. Because your protest is no good. So you got your first protesters against the civil liberties. You bunch of protest.
What happened on June 26th and 27th in North City is simply unacceptable.
I want to see
It's unacceptable.
people have rights.
We're here to say today at the Congress, joining with all others, calling for a full public inquiry to reveal what exactly happened in our city. How is it that we can spend $1 billion for security for the G20 leaders, but we can't find the courage and conviction to spend the money to have a full public inquiry?
Every single time
Our country is a fundamental right to have freedom of expression and assembly. What took place on those 2 famous days in our city was a fundamental violation of our civil rights in the city. We can't accept that, not now, not ever.
Your actions are just like a cop.
How is it the Premier, who's always seems to have a problem talking to the media, but any issues that he feels compelled to do, he can't seem to express himself about secret law that he passed without anybody knowing anything about it until the last minute, just before the G20 summit. He needs to be accountable for his actions. Sisters and brothers and friends, I know what we're doing here is no different than was done in Vancouver in the APEC summit. We thought we should have learned something during that event. Again, was a very documented public inquiry about the abuse of police power and peaceful citizens demonstrating in that city. How little have we forgotten for it to be repeated in the city of Toronto? This is unacceptable. And the only way we can fix this is to hold the Prime Minister accountable and to hold the Premier of this province accountable for the behavior and the actions of the police.
Take a look! Isn't this what the cops did? Is this not what?
To come to what happened? Public inquiry to document.
Is this not what the cops did to you? But yet, they're looking to do the same to me. I was a man who the police stopped on the street, told me to go home or go to jail.
And now I want to introduce Natalie Desrosiers,
Charter
who
rights.
is the General
This
Counsel
is
for the Canadian
This
Civil
is
Liberties
about
Association. The
Charter
CCLA
of
had monitors
Charter
on
of
the street
Charter
throughout
of
the week
rights.
to
No
document
civil
the
liberties.
abuse
Charter
of
of rights.
police powers,
No
and we're the
civil liberties.
first to call
Charter
for a
of
public
rights.
inquiry.
No to civil liberty. Yes to the Charter of Rights. No to civil liberty. Yes to the Charter of Rights. No to civil liberty. Yes to the Charter of Rights. No to civil liberty. Yes to the Charter of Rights.
In Canada today.
Look, same
We're
as
so
the police.
happy that you're all
No.
here and that
So
you
what?
support the
Who's
call for
paying
public
them?
inquiry.
They
It's
just
so
sent a
tremendous.
bucket around
The
for those people who have been arrested.
holidays
But they're
in
getting paid.
2020.
They're getting paid. They're getting paid.